For Dooku, the question of what the Sith were going to do with Grievous at the end of the Clone War was simple. As Dooku understood the plan given to him by Palpatine, Grievous would be captured by the Republic and used as a way to rehabilitate the image of Dooku, so that he may be brought into the new government with his reputation and commitment to justice intact. To do this, Grievous would take the blame for all of the atrocities committed by the Separatists throughout the war, allowing Dooku to claim he had nothing to do with them and separating him from the actions of the Confederacy of Independent Systems. Of course, this was nothing more than a lie perpetrated by Palpatine to ensure his apprentice was sacrificed to Anakin to help push the Jedi towards the dark side. But if that was the plan for Grievous as understood by Dooku, what was Palpatine's true plan to remove Grievous from the galaxy at the end of the Clone Wars? As we'll see, the ultimate plan that unfolded in Revenge of the Sith, wherein Obi-Wan traveled to Utapau to confront the cyborg, was not Palpatine's original plan for Grievous, which involved the Separatist general being dealt with at the Battle of Coruscant in a similar fashion to Dooku. In this video expose, I will explain Palpatine's first plan to kill Grievous and end the Clone Wars. Having just emerged from the general quarters of the Invisible Hand, victorious against the Sith Lord Dooku, Anakin, Palpatine, and an unconscious Obi-Wan entered the shaft hall of Grievous's flagship. As Anakin decided it was best to lead the Chancellor to the hangar and escape, Palpatine had another plan for the Jedi Knight. The Chancellor suggested that they head for the bridge of the flagship to confront Grievous then and there. Palpatine attempted to convince Anakin that if he could defeat the Separatist general, or even possibly capture him, then he would have single-handedly won the war for the Republic, having deprived the enemy of their political head in Dooku and military commander in Grievous. As the Dark Lord of the Sith played into Anakin's desire to save those he cared about the most, as well as his pride in suggesting that the young Jedi was the greatest hero the Order ever had, one far more impressive than even Yoda or Mace, Anakin was close to taking Palpatine's suggestion and going for Grievous in the bridge. Given that Grievous was one of the most prolific killers of Jedi during the war, Anakin had longed to bring an end to the cyborg's deadly reign, and with Grievous so close, it looked like an opportunity too good to pass up. However, Anakin ultimately let go of his desire to confront Grievous and committed himself to the specific orders of the Jedi High Council, which called upon Anakin to only rescue the Chancellor. With that, Anakin ruined the first plan that Palpatine had to bring an end to the Clone War by removing both Dooku and Grievous in a single action at the Battle of Coruscant. This forced the Dark Lord to develop a new plan to remove Grievous from the galaxy, one that involved the cyborg waiting upon Utapau for a confrontation with Obi-Wan. Although we don't have too much information to go on in the Revenge of the Sith novelization regarding this original plan developed by Palpatine to have Anakin confront Grievous on the Invisible Hand, we can speculate as to why this plan was so valuable to the Dark Lord, over and above simply ending the concern of having to deal with Grievous one way or another. First, it would help to ensure that Anakin emerged from the Clone Wars as a true hero of the Republic. In rescuing the Chancellor and depriving the Separatists of both Dooku and Grievous in a single day, Anakin could easily be separated from the rest of the Jedi Order when they would be labeled as traitors and enemies of the Republic, allowing Anakin to easily join Palpatine's new empire. But even more importantly, in my opinion, the plan would have given Palpatine the opportunity to kill Obi-Wan. In sending Anakin towards the bridge in Grievous, Palpatine ensured that he would be left alone with Obi-Wan, who was still unconscious following his duel with Dooku. Part of Palpatine's convincing Anakin to confront Grievous was to tell him that he would still be rescued even if he left, as Obi-Wan would recover momentarily to see that he made it to the hangar safely, where Anakin would eventually meet up with them to escape. This would have ensured that Obi-Wan's influence over Anakin was ended, thereby making it easier to turn the Jedi Knight to the dark side. Ultimately, even though Palpatine's first plan to deal with Grievous during the Battle of Coruscant failed, he was able to create the same circumstances soon after. He manipulated the Jedi into sending only Obi-Wan to Utapau to confront Grievous, which of course ended in the death of the Separatist general, but also deprived Anakin of the influence of his former master, thereby making his fall to the dark side much easier. So there we have it. Palpatine's first plan to bring the Clone Wars to an end through the death or capture of Grievous. We love making these videos, so why not subscribe for more fun Star Wars theories and discussions? Also, if you enjoyed the video, think about giving a like or leaving a comment. If not for me... for believing the Battle of Coruscant actually went well.